Before you went personal to Jesus, die for it. Before you told a lie, Jesus, die for it. Before you even committed the sin, Jesus paid for it. So you came in blessed. And sometimes folk come to church like they're doing God a favor. Well, you preach too long, child. Look at the watch. You been preaching too long. But you can sit on the phone for an hour and a half or 2 hours talking to somebody that keep messing up. Tell me, baby, it's going to work out. No, you need to go. Sometimes you got to put the devil in his place. Sometimes you got to say what's really going on. You keep messing up, and God is going to keep doing what he's doing until you straighten up, son. You've been taught right from wrong. One thing I like about Jesus, he didn't sugarcoat nothing. He called some of them generational vipers. Ye hypocrites. And sometimes we spend too much time sugarcoating stuff, patting stuff on the back, trying to put bandages on stuff. You've been in a relationship 10 years, still talking about engagement. The devil is a lie. No! That don't make no sense. You done engaged in everything else. And you done tried on the vehicle. Ain't no need to go there. Well, I just need to try the car just a little bit more. See if the tires is good. We as Christians are called to be witnesses. But in order to witness, you got to come to yourself on some stuff and realize your position. It's okay, Lord, I'm not just saved just to be a pew member. Help somebody. I'm saved to be a witness. And Jesus said, you shall be able to do greater works. So you can't do no great work sitting home in front of the TV 24/7. I'm a child, I'm tired, my feet hurt. And people just started walking by. People in your family you can witness to. You so afraid to tell them you're a Christian because they see you smoke a cigarette. Yes, I'm a Christian. He's still trying to deliver me from his cool, but bless God. And that's why we're not effective. Our prayer life, some of our prayer lives are not effective. So you can have a better effective prayer life. If you just do like the prodigal son, just first you got to come to yourself. And like the Bible said, deny thyself and take up thy cross and walk. First you got to deny yourself. And when you come to yourself in your senses, to your thoughts in the mind, because if you lose your mind, you have lost everything. So you can lose a house and get another. You can lose a car and get another. You can lose a husband or wife and get another. But if you lose your mind, God said at one point he'll even turn you over to a reprobated mind. You'll lose your mind and everything going out of whack, everything going crazy. Why? Because your mind is no longer clicking. But I like that he came to himself. He said, I got a business deal, but I'm going to come to myself. So I got to first come to myself and realize what I've been doing. Maybe it's just not working. Yes, this has been telling me to eat right, but forget that. But until the doctor going to keep doing what they're going to be doing, you got to come to yourself and say, well, maybe I just need to, maybe if I tried it, it'll go down just a little bit. Maybe if I tried, I won't have so many pills in the medical cabinet. Yes, maybe if I just do this, that, and the yonder. Until some of us come to ourselves, things are not going to change. See, I love Jesus. And I just love the stuff, how he responded to even people. They even criticized him on healing on the Sabbath day, just like sometimes people criticize me and you. Oh, here they go again in the break room with the Bible. They don't take all that. They didn't want to go to Ecclesiastes. There's a time and a place for this, that, and the yonder. But why they ended up a time and a place for what they talking about? All right. But as soon as you start talking about Jesus, see, that's the problem now.
Come on now. Keep on telling me, man.
But when you come to yourself and realize and understand and forget about the critics.
Come on now.
Forget about the people that's been holding you back. That's why you don't receive some blessings, because some people you keep giving to.
That's right. Come on.
Hello, somebody. My whole board of directors of Amens just resigned. But you got to come to yourself on some stuff. That's what the Bible says, do not cast your precious pearl to the scribe. Sometimes you can't bail them out. You can bail them out, your 401k going down, your stocks and bonds are going down. Everything you don't work hard for is going down. Why? Because you don't want to tell your own child, your own relative, your own friend, you need to quit doing what you're doing and get in this Bible. No. He hit you. And sometimes we pity pat stuff. And I'm almost through. He hit you.
Come on, man.
Child, I wouldn't take that. And they ain't got nobody. They have been through abusive relationships and they was abusive. But some things you can't just sugarcoat. You can't put a bandage on everything. If you see something wrong, you got to know how to talk to that person. Say, hey, baby, yes, I understand you're going through something, but you're living wrong.
That's right.
And if you live wrong, you're going to get living wrong results.
Come on now. Come on. Take a drink. Come on now. Bring that word.
You can't expect to be blessed doing the wrong stuff. You can't be stubborn and expect to be blessed.
Come on.
Especially if it's against what God wants you to do. And that's why you got so many people are stubborn. That's why they're not reading their Bible, because they're too stubborn to read it. But we can pick up all kind of other novels and just read them, and they walk around the job glued in the book. And you look at the front of the book and it'll have a lady and a man on it, and you ask them what the book all about. Child, it's about this love story, and together to the third heaven, and oh man, I wish I had a man like that, and Maybe you put that book down and pick up the Bible. God will send you a husband. The Bible says he that find a wife. First you got to make yourself available to be found.
Come on now.
But it goes back that you got to come to yourself. You got to come to yourself on some things. And realize and understand that in order for me to go to another place, in order for me to go to another arena in life, in order for me to exceed and excel, I've got to get rid of self.
Come on.
And people like to use that slogan, oh, I'm going to do me and you do you. You need to quit doing you and start doing something different because it ain't working.
Come on.
That's right.
And sometimes we get wrapped up in ourselves to the point where we don't want to listen to nobody. Whether they're educated, whether they're rich, we just stubborn. But we want the hand of God. But stubborn. But we want God to move. But stubborn. But we want God to answer prayers. But stubborn and won't come to Bible study. But stubborn and won't come to Sunday school. That's where you get your learning from. You ought to just take a look and say, man, if that's working for Sister Martin, coming to Sunday school. If that's working for Brother White, coming to Sunday school, maybe I need to get some schooling. It's free. I don't need no tuition. I don't need no student loan, no student aid. All I got to do is come to church and sit down and get my Sunday school book. Some of us struggle with free school. You ain't got to pay nothing for it. You ain't got to buy your books. We got Bibles all over in the pews. The books is free. The Sunday school lesson is free. And still can't show up. But we can show up at doctor's appointments. We can show up to get our check on time. But they say we had our check at 7:30 in the morning. You love like your mama, like your eyes, hair sleeping, with your house robe on, your house shoes on. Talk a child with a check in.
Get talking now. You hit some chords now. You stepping on some toes. Come on.
But when it's Bible study,
Come on, man.
man, you know the Magic playing tonight. They ain't doing so great no way. You need to be in church. And sometimes, and I'm almost finished, sometimes you got to get outside of the normal. Or you got to step outside of the box. That's why I like Luke 13 with the crippled woman. As she stepped outside of the box, the Bible says she kept coming and she kept coming. And for 18 years, she stayed in that situation. And sometimes we don't want to stay in situations until God moves. And sometimes God can't move because the stuff you got in your life, you won't move in. And some teachers that we'll talk, we can throw that in the